Back in 2001, Pixar and McDonald's teamed up to animate commercials for the release of Monsters Inc. for Happy Meal toys for children. I saw them a lot on the internet, and I found them to be interesting. But despite for that, if you remember the first Toy Story film in Tokyo, Japan, the Bugs Life one, and every single deleted TS2 shorts that me and Rowan had found, get ready to see something more messed up. I was over at a flea market with my mom to find some rare stuff since I couldn't find any more rare stuff over at Goodwill. I checked out the DVD cabinet and see if I can find anything. And just as I was about to pick up either Thomas and Friends DVD or a Wiggles DVD, I noticed an oddly Monsters Inc. DVD. It featured Mike and Sully in front of the McDonald's sign. I wonder how this'll go, I said. I showed my mom the DVD and she was impressed. We paid for the DVD and then we got into the car and drove back home. As we got back, I put out the DVD and placed it into my portable DVD player. Then it started. First it showed off the Walt Disney Home Entertainment logo, then the McDonald's logo and a brown background for 5 seconds. Then it just took to the menu with Mike and Sully in a red and yellow background. And the menu buttons were still the same as said DVD between the Bugs Life and Toy Story 2. Well, here I go, I said. Then it started. It showed Monstropolis at night. Then it cut to a McDonald's restaurant. Just then, the 3 characters, Mike, Sully, and Celia, were finishing eating dinner. Well, I'm stuffed, Mike said. Well, let's go pay our food and get out of here, Sully said. Okay, let's go, Celia said. The 3 monsters got out of their seats and went to go pay. Then it cut to a female monster who had a tail, red and yellow fur, which were McDonald's colors, short horns like Sully, or Mike's, can't even tell, to be exact, and had fangs poking out of her mouth. Hello, ma'am. What's our total bill for our food? Sully said. The monster replied, in the voice of Natalie Portman, known for playing Padme Amidala from Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Well, Mr. Sullivan, she said, your total bill is... Right before she was about to say the numbers, the light switch turned off. What happened? Mike said. Then in the dark, I can hear Celia screaming. Then the lights turned on until Celia and the female monster employee were gone. The female is gone, Sully said. Forget that, Sully, Mike said. My schmoozy poo is gone. I wonder what happened to them, Sully said. Well, we gotta find them, Mike said. The 2 monsters then got over by the table that held the cash register and went to explore the kitchen to see if they can find the employee and Celia. As it cut to the kitchen and it showed everything of the food, like the French fries, chicken nuggets, burgers, milkshakes, and drinks. As Sully and Mike were still investigating, they looked everywhere and no sign of them. I don't see them anywhere, Mike, Sully said. Well, where could they be? Mike wondered. Just then, it cut to a camera, computer, and... Hey, maybe we can use the security footage to see where they are, Mike told Sully. Good thinking, buddy, Sully replied. The 2 monsters got towards the computer and went to see it. Then, after when Mike checked out the camera number 8, it showed Celia being stabbed in the eye while blood was leaking through. Schmaltzy poo, Mike said in a broken heart. Then it cut to the monster employee and behind Mike and Sully. Oh, ma'am, thank goodness you're okay, Sully said. Something happened to my beautiful girlfriend, Mike said. Oh, her? Yeah, something happened to her, she said. Why? What happened to her? This restaurant is a death trap. What? So both Sully and Mike said. Yep, and looks like you're up next, you two, she said. Sully, we gotta get out of here, Mike said. The two monsters ran out of the computer room and went to go and get out of the kitchen to evacuate from the restaurant. The female monster grabbed out a nearby knife and threw it like a hatchet, like someone's throwing a hatchet, and stabbed it between Sully's back. Sully yelled in pain as he felt the knife through his back. Then he collapsed to the ground. Sully, no! Mike said. Run for your life, Mikey. Go get help, Sully said as he felt the last drip of his blood coming out. Mike continued running for his life to go get help. He almost got out of the kitchen and about to grab a nearby phone. He tried to call the CDA, aka the Child Protective Service, or something like that. Or Child Detection Agency, I have no idea how to pronounce it correctly. Just then, the female monster employee had ripped the phone in half. Hey, how dare you do that? Mike said. Oh, what are you gonna do, green gumdrop? She said. This, he said. He grabbed a nearby plate and smacked it between her face, causing one of her teeth to break. You should have done that, Wazowski, she said. Mike got up on his two legs and he continued running for his life. Just then, the female monster had another idea. She poured out a bucket of deep frying oil on the ground and causing Mike to slip. Mike began slipping and sliding until he fell up to the air and hit the roof hard until he landed on the ground, causing one of his legs to break. Ow! My legs! Mike said. Oh, what's the matter, Wazowski? Can't get up? The female monster said, mimicking Mike. I am not a kid. You are just a mean one. A mean, selfish bastard, Mike said. Oh, too bad, Wazowski, she said. She grabbed out her knife again and said the one last words. Prepare to face your doom. Mike whimpered in fear as he saw the knife coming up towards him. Right before that, it cut outside of the restaurant. Oh, I can hear Mike screaming as his actor Billy Crystal sounded like he was in torture very bad. Then it cut back to the restaurant and it showed Mike's whole body. His arms and legs were sawed off while one of his fingers were connected to his mouth open. His eye was still open while his mouth became agape. Then it showed the monster grimacing at Mike. Beautiful. It was beautiful, she said to herself. Well, my work is done. The monster walked off, chuckling evilly to herself. Then it cut to the credits. In the background, it showed the similar song from the opening scene played. And it showed many images of what happened to the three monsters after their deaths, such as Celia's stabbed eye, Sally's stabbed back, and Mike's decapitated body. Then a caption appeared on screen saying, animated by Adam Kennington in 2000. Then it just cut to black. After, when I knew Kennington was still good, I had to report about one of his missing creations. After, when he got the message, he told me to ship it back to him and he'll figure out what to do with it. He said he found more of his creations, but that's another story for another day.